How this drug-addicted snooker player rose to fame. Jimmy White is a snooker icon who is famous for his exceptional skills and unique personality that made him a fan favourite. He's part of a small group of players who've made over 300 century breaks in pro competition. White was also the first left-handed player and the second player overall to score a maximum break at the World Championship. He's had his share of ups and downs. But here's something you might not have heard. Did you know about his struggle with a £10,000 a month crack cocaine addiction that he believes might have affected his shot at 10 world titles? Well, let's uncover the lesser known sides of Jimmy White's journey in the world of snooker. Jimmy White is an English snooker player who was born on the 2nd of May 1962 in London. He studied at the Ernest Bevin School, but he didn't thrive academically. He started skipping school around 8 or 9 and preferred to spend more time at Ted Zanoncelli's snooker hall. During this time, he met Tony Mio, and they played money matches at different places. Jimmy White's natural talent for snooker led to a successful amateur career. In 1979, he won the English Amateur Championship and achieved a notable feat the next year, becoming the youngest ever winner of the World Amateur Snooker Championship at age 18. This record was held until surpassed by Ian Priest and Hussein Wafay. Jimmy White is often called the People's Champion and is one of the most beloved figures in snooker history. He followed in the footsteps of Alex Higgins and adopted an aggressive and almost showy playing style in the early 1980s. Despite his unique approach to the game, he holds the distinction of being considered the best player never to have won the World Snooker Championship, having been a runner-up 6 times. While White's early years showed a dominating and consistent style, his performance started to decline in later years. A turning point came with a first-round defeat in the 2006 World Championships, which caused him to fall out of the world's top 32 player rankings. This setback meant that he would have to pre-qualify for next year's championships, a challenge he expressed determination to tackle in a post-match interview. Jimmy White's snooker career boasts 10 ranking tournament wins, with notable victories at the British Open in 1987 and 1992, as well as the UK Championship in 1992. Despite these successes, winning the coveted World Championship title has proven difficult since his debut in 1981. White reached the final 6 times in 1984 and from 1990 to 1994, creating a story of persistent pursuit and close calls on snooker's biggest stage. His struggle for the World Snooker Championship has been filled with exciting moments and heartbreaking near misses. In the 1982 semi-final against Alex Higgins, White held a slim 15-14 lead and was on the verge of reaching the final with a 59-0 advantage in the penultimate frame. However, facing against Higgins' relentless pressure, he ultimately fell short and missed the chance to secure victory and a spot in the final. The 1984 showdown with Steve Davis added another intense chapter. Initially trailing 12-4 after day 1, White made a determined comeback and narrowed the gap to just 18-16. His determination on the snooker table shone despite facing a significant deficit. Moving to the 1992 championship, White was in a good position against Stephen Hendry, leading 14-8. Just needing one more red to secure the 23rd frame, he missed a crucial chance. This setback proved costly, as he not only lost that frame, but the next 9, ultimately failing 18-14 to Hendry. A near victory climax occurred in the 1994 final, White's 3rd consecutive clash with Hendry, and 4th overall against the Scottish champion. In the final frame, victory seemed within reach for White. But a missed easy black turned the tide. Hendry seized the opportunity by grabbing another championship crown and leaving White painfully close again. Jimmy White's snooker performances were a delight to watch, but his career faced challenges due to a tendency to lose focus under pressure, which led to missed shots, especially at crucial moments. These lapses, happening when it mattered most, could have changed the record books if not for these difficulties. His nearly man persona has endeared him to fans, especially when compared to the methodical Steve Davis in the 80s and his rival Stephen Hendry in the 90s, both known for their excellent, albeit less flashy, snooker styles. Despite the setbacks, White made history in snooker by becoming one of only 5 players to achieve a perfect 147 break at the World Championships, accomplishing this feat in 1992. This exclusive club also includes Hendry, Ronnie O'Sullivan, Cliff Thorburn and Mark Williams. White's ability to reach snooker excellence, even amid challenges, solidifies his legacy as a player who made a lasting impact on the sport. Outside the snooker scene, Jimmy White's private life has been under public investigation. His health journey involved a battle with testicular cancer, which led to the removal of one testicle. Despite this significant challenge, he made a strong recovery. Apart from health issues, White faced setbacks like an unsuccessful hair transplant and choosing a wig instead. He also had minor legal troubles related to alcohol and drugs. In a surprising revelation, snooker legend Jimmy White shared his struggle with a crack cocaine addiction. This revelation, found in his autobiography Second Wind, gives insight into a period of life marked by personal challenges and the impact of a costly drug habit. Jimmy White gained popularity among fans in the 1980s and 90s. However, behind the scenes, he faced a drug habit that reached a monthly cost of £10,000. This addiction, as White openly admits, likely led to missing out on around 10 world titles. The Whirlwind admitted to using crack cocaine during his successful playing career, emphasising that he takes full responsibility for this choice. He disclosed smoking crack with fellow player Kirk Stevens in a hotel room at the Irish Masters. White admitted that he had blown most of the prize money he earned in his successful career on his drug habit. The financial impacts became clear as he tapped into a hidden bank account with NatWest, wiping it out in less than 3 months to fuel his crack addiction. Even though White reached the top of the snooker world and pocketed over £4.6 million in prize money, his personal challenges took centre stage. Despite these personal challenges, White left a lasting impact on snooker and earned an MBE in 1999. This recognition highlights his contributions to the sport, emphasising his role as a snooker icon. Interestingly, among the 5 players receiving the MBE, 3, Steve Davis, John Parrott and Stephen Hendry, have the distinction of defeating White in World Championship finals. In February 2005, after sealing a sponsorship deal with HP Foods, the creator of Brown Sauce, Jimmy White made a light-hearted announcement. He stated that he would officially change his name to James Brown through deed poll. His idea was to wear brown attire with a unique blue bow tie at the upcoming Masters tournament, where the HP logo would be featured on the brown ball. However, despite the playful name change, World Snooker insisted on calling him Jimmy White during the tournament, as that was his registered name. The media also continued using the name Jimmy White after the event. Beyond his snooker endeavours, Jimmy White's name is linked to computer and video snooker and pool games. Lately, he teamed up with the online billiards platform www.play89.com. In his personal life, White was previously married to Maureen and is a father of 5. Currently residing in Epsom, he supports Chelsea FC. Notably, White also shares a love for poker and secured victory in the second Poker Million tournament, where he faced off against his snooker rival, Steve Davis. For more great snooker videos, click on the screen now.